Right now, we are heading to the movies. Now, when it comes to movies, there's movies for every taste out there, whether you're an action junkie, maybe you're a hopeless romantic, but the brand new film called Wonder is bound to make you cry your heart out. And our very own Leanne got to sit down with the author and direction of this epic tearjerker.
The new film Wonder is a story of love, true appreciation and acceptance, and its leading stars are Julia Roberts and award-winning 11-year-old Jacob Tremblay.
Stephen, RJ, welcome to Expresso Morning Show. So good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, so the only brief I gave myself is do not cry because the emotions are high right now. I saw the film. It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Incredible. I'm going to start off with you, RJ. For anybody who has not heard of the concept, the idea for how the book started or came about, do you want to fill us in really quickly?
About 10 years ago, I was with my two kids, and we found ourselves sitting next to a little girl who had a very significant craniofacial difference. And, you know, I didn't love the way I responded at the time, and not out of anything other than wanting to shield the little girl from seeing my son's reaction to her face, because he was very young. And he started to cry, and anyway, the whole awkwardness of that situation, that scene, kind of sparked the notion of, or at least the feelings in me of like what it must be like to face a world every day that doesn't know how to face you back. And I started, I think, writing Wonder as a way of exploring all of those feelings.
Well, it's such a powerful book, and now, of course, a powerful film as well. Stephen, what was it about the book that made you want to bring it to life on screen?
Well, I think that I read the book right around the time that my son Theodore was born. And when I thought about the world he's about to enter, and I thought about Augie's struggles, something about it just clicked, and it became a very personal book for me. Plus, as a fellow author, because I wrote a YA book as well, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, that I thought that what RJ had written was a timeless classic. And I thought I had an idea about how to bring it to life the right way. You know, it was very important to me, author to author, that she, more than anyone else, was happy with the final movie.
I think just from my own point of view, you sit in the cinema and you watch it and you really are confronted with your own prejudices because you've recognized moments in your own life where you've treated somebody else with a difference in that way. What are you hoping audiences are going to take away from this movie, Steve?
Well, I feel that what I want the audiences first and foremost to be entertained. You know, I want them to laugh and to cry and to feel hope and to cheer. And it's what it's designed. It's how I felt when I read the book. So that's first and foremost. And then maybe after the fact, maybe then you can have a conversation with your kids or with your parents or with your grandparents or whatever about some of the themes of the book. It's not a preachy movie. It's not a preachy book. It's a very human story, and I just want people to have a great time. I really do.
You do have that. You are going to laugh, and you are going to cry, and sometimes you're going to do it at the same time. So that's really wonderful of it. Highlights of the film for you?
You know, when I was making the movie, as we know in our business, sometimes you're taken away from your own family. I was away from them for 3 or 4 months, and I missed my daughter's 4th birthday party, which broke my heart. And then when she visited us on set, I needed to create a flashback moment. And so in the movie, Little Via, that's my daughter. So that's the 4th birthday that I missed. I got to recreate it. I'll never forget the moment as long as I live.
And for you, RJ?
That very first day on the set, because it was also, I think, the biggest day of in terms of the production, because there are, you know, hundreds of cast members or extras walking around, and it was just a very complicated day. It was also the day that I first met Julia and Owen and the entire cast. So it sticks out in my memory as just having been A, overwhelming in a good way, and B, surreal. It was just I was floating that entire day. It was crazy.
Well, all I can say to you is well done. Thank you for an incredible movie.
Thank you.
Good cast, well done. They work so well together.
Thank you.
It's so real,
I
it's so
agree.
human.
Thank you.
And thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Bringing us back to Choose Kind.
Oh, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's great.
Having already received critical acclaim for its strong performances and positive messages, make sure you experience Wonder in local cinemas from 8 December.